So, welcome to Whitby. Well, 8:10 on another glorious Whitby morning, and I'm down here for the annual Steampunk Festival. I see a couple of people down there and another couple up there swimming, and swimming in the North Sea, you've got to be very brave. Am I one of them? No. Either way, I'm looking forward to an absolutely fantastic day. I've got here really early, too early to be quite honest, but unfortunately Mrs. METALMAN's not feeling 100%, so I'm getting down here early and I want to get back early, make sure she's okay. So for the people who don't know, the Steampunk Festival at Whitby is ran 2 weekends of every year, late winter and midsummer, and this obviously is the midsummer one, and thankfully we've got some lovely weather as well. Tomorrow, Sunday, it's supposed to be full sun all day, but if you've never been to the Steampunk Festival, or if you've never been to one of the 2 goth festivals that are held down at Whitby every year and you're thinking about it, think no more, come down. The atmosphere is fantastic, the vibe brilliant, people are dead friendly. It's a great day, or weekend if you want to make it a full weekend, because it starts on a Friday night down at the Pavilion. You've got some live bands playing, so you'll be guaranteed a really good day out, a friendly day out. And at Whitby it's always a great day anyway, especially when the sun shines. So the park and ride has just dropped us off at the Pavilion. So down at the Whitby Park and Ride, so plenty of space down here. See the double-decker bus in there, you've got the P1 and the P2. Both buses will take you down into Whitby and bring you back out again. A great way of getting into Whitby without all the hassle and problems of parking. Now this is the way to travel, so no worries at all about parking. Free parking here, you've got toilets there as well. I think it's the P1 drops you off up here, Westcliff, where the Pavilion is. The other one, the P2, will take you right up to the Abbey. So today, what we're going to do, we're going to walk around. We'll go in the Pavilion, see all the stalls. Hiya, you're alright. Now 2 people you will always see down here at the Golf Festival and the Steampunk Festival, and always with a friend as well. Absolutely fantastic to see you both again.
Nice to see you too.
Yeah. That is absolutely amazing. How long does it take to make that?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
He's about 4 years old, isn't he?
Is he?
Yeah.
Yes, I think Jules, because he went really quick.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get the nose right, so H said he's been in a fight
Is it?
because he looks like a boxing monkey.
Yeah.
Somebody's broken his nose.
Yeah. Always looks amazing. I always look forward to seeing them.
Yeah.
Well, this lovely lady is telling me what Mrs. Metalman can eat as regards fudge, because she's gluten free. So, because she's been so kind, I'm going to get some fudge for her. We'll have a walk around the shops, and unfortunately, the guy that works here has gone sailing, because you can actually go in this little shop and watch him work, which is absolutely fascinating to do, especially when you see some of the brilliant stuff he actually creates. Yes, I'll be in there later on, no doubt about that. We'll have a look at the Abbey as well. So while it is nice and quiet down here, I think we will take the 199 steps up to the church and Whitby Abbey. So a good way of testing your fitness is the 199 steps. So I test mine by walking up. You've got the Nick and Jill from Generation Explorers and Experiencers. They test theirs by running up. Then again, they are both very, very young and fit. Anyway, let's give it a go. Now at various points up the steps, you see what a lot of people think of as seats. So when the coffin bearers were lifting the coffin all the way up the 199 steps, obviously a very hard job to do. So these were ideally situated where they could have a rest the coffin and get their breath back. Just like I'm doing now. Some of these gravestones are so old that they've been absolutely worn away with time, with sea, with wind. But each one of them holds a bit of Whitby history. And what a breathtaking sight that always is. I did have a horrible thought there about half an hour ago, and I thought to myself, I have got the right weekend, haven't I? Because if you know me, that could well happen. Either way, I have just bumped into a lovely couple down on the pier who have confirmed it is the right weekend, it's just me being early. Having said that, it did remind me of a girl I used to work with many years ago. A group of 6 or 7 of them did everything together, went out together, theatre, pictures, pubs. Anyway, this particular girl, I won't name her because she'll murder us if I do. She'd been away on holiday. When she came back, one of her friends rang her up and said, "We all going out on Friday night and we're booked to go to the theatre to see The Sound of Music." She says, "Oh yeah, fantastic." She's "Great, we've got you a ticket." She says, "The other thing we decided to do is we're all going to dress up as nuns." Nuns? You see, well, it's The Sound of Music. Everybody does that nowadays. Everybody gets dressed up. So she says, "Right, fine." So she went to a higher place, hired out a nun's outfit, the complete full Monty, asked one of her friends for a lift, but she got told, all the cars are full, you have to bring your own car, but we're meeting in the pub, about a 2-minute walk away from the theatre. She thought, fair enough. So she drove down to the pub, got as close as she could to it, looked outside till it was nice and clear, and then she made a sprint for the pub. And thinking, well, at least when I get in the pub, there'll be 6 of us all dressed up as nuns. Anyway, when she got in the pub, she found her friends. None of them dressed up. They'd only been pulling a leg. Too late for her to go back home and get changed, but she said it wasn't too bad in the pub because it was quite early, not many people in. But just when I walked into the theatre, the whole place erupted. I had the mickey taken out of us mercifully all night. Either way, back to the Steampunk Festival. It tends to be more the goths that go up to the Abbey and the churchyard, where the steampunks tend to congregate more around the West Cliff and the famous whalebones. So we'll have a good walk around, we'll have a good chat with people, we'll have a lot of fun. Why not come along with us? So side of Whitby, not many people see unless you're local, because at the moment it's dead quiet. So we've got the swimmers, we've got the joggers, but given it's midsummer, the schools have broken up for holiday. Give it a few hours and it will be absolute bedlam down at Whitby. Always busy at a weekend, always busy in the summer, especially when the schools are off. And it's not very often you see Whitby as quiet as this. Well, there's a couple of nice seats there. And I've got the sun in my face. I'm going to take advantage of all them things. saw you last time up there and you had a lovely smile on your face. Very smart indeed. In these horrible days of misery and drama, it's so nice to see people with smiles on their faces. Yeah.
And you never know what people are going through, and that smile can make all the difference.
Exactly, like, yeah. Where do you come from anyway?
Not far from Blackpool.
All right, yeah.
Yes.
Anyway, my name's Alan, by the way.
Hi.
So, very nice to have met you. Oh,
And I mean,
even better, my wife's called Linda, so I always like a Linda. I knew it when I saw that smile. Anyway, I'll see you later on. Yeah. So, rich history of fishing down from Whitby. The men will go out and catch the fish, and the ladies have the job of gutting and preparing the fish. My job is eating the fish, so later on I'll be having fish and chips at my favourite fish and chip shop in Whitby, Mr. Chips. So one of the places that will be doing a roaring trade today, the world famous Magpie Cafe. So plenty of choice for fish and chips. I mentioned my favourite fish and chips, Mr. Chips. Having said that, all these places down Whitby are absolutely fantastic. So plenty of boat trips down from the harbour. So if you fancy a quick trip out to sea, that looks like a very, very good option to me. I have been out before with my grandson on the pirate ship. Lasted about half an hour or so, but very, very reasonably priced. I'm sure this will be exactly the same as well. Very reasonably priced. And under two's free as well. And while you're down here, why not get your fortune told? I must admit I did once before when me and Mrs. Metalman were just courting. Never been back since, because everything this lady told me was absolutely 100% bang on, and it terrified me. But either way, if you're into that type of thing, why not come down here to Whitby and have yours told. When sun in your face, how lovely to sit down here outside, enjoy a drink and something to eat. So the church up there, just before you get to the Abbey, looks like it's going through a bit of renovation. And like I say, plenty of opportunities for different boat trips.
Any more sailors now? Aye, aye.
Yeah, right.
In about 10 minutes, next one. Are you fancying a ride out?
When I was down here last Halloween for the Goth Festival, walked down here, it took me about almost an hour to get from one side of this street to the other side. It was absolutely rammed with people. You got to know people very, very quickly and very, very well. In fact, I'm sure I'm on two people's Christmas card lists. And things starting to get a lot more busy there now. And again, he's seen it all before. Now for the Goth weekend, picture this, times by 10. Good grief, they've named a shop after us. That looks absolutely amazing. Oh yes. Is it like a professional troupe, an amateur troupe, a group of friends?
Morris dancing group.
Right,
So
yeah.
we sing, we do a bit of theatre, we do shanties, we do songs,
Yeah.
we do everything.
Yeah. And you get booked by the actual organisers of
Yes,
that? Yeah.
yes, we do all the events.
Yeah. And you go all the way around the country, do you?
Not all the way,
Yeah,
but yeah,
yeah.
doing Markham next year, so that's quite a different.
Right. You've really whetted the appetite for this, so I'm really looking forward to it.
Good.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoy it. Yeah.
I'm
You'll
sure
hear
I
us
will.
anyway.
I'm sure I will.
Steampunk and Morris, everybody! Thank you very much at the top there. We are welcoming you to a steampunk experience unlike any other you've ever experienced. Steampunk today.
ravens by name, lend an ear, lend an ear. Ye ravens by name, lend an ear. What is right and what is wrong by the law, by the law? What is right and what is wrong by the law? What is right and what is wrong? The weak and the strong, the short sword and the long, for to draw, for to draw. Ye ravens by name, lend an ear, lend an ear. Ye ravens by name, lend an ear. Bound for South Australia. As I walked out one morning fair, heave away, haul away, 'twas there I met Miss Nancy Blair. Bound for South Australia.
Wow, how amazing were they? The Ravens Steampunk Festival dancers. I'll tell you something, first time I've seen them, I will be definitely going and seeing them again. They were absolutely sensational, really friendly people as well. So it was really good to see them and have a bit chat with them as well. So did you make this yourself?
Somebody else started it.
Yeah, yeah.
Spent 6 months working on it,
6 months work?
but then he developed cancer.
Oh dear. Wow, that is a shame.
Let it go.
Yeah.
So I bought it and took it over.
Well, it's still good that his work's been seen, because that is very, very impressive, that as well.
My task is just to keep on improving it.
Yeah, yeah.
And adding bits.
Yeah. Well, it looks fantastic.
Thank
you. Yeah. Nice to have met you anyway. Yeah.
How's your channel going? I've seen you.
All right, it's going all right. What's your names anyway?
Right, my name's Gary, and this is my wife June.
All right, pleased to meet you.
Alan, yeah, we'll see you.
Well, this one will be up 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon.
Right.
And you're going to be on it.
Great stuff.
Yeah. Good to see you.
Yeah.
love your YouTube channel.
Oh dear, well thank you very much, that's very nice.
We all watch it all the time.
Have you had your fish and chips yet?
I haven't, Mr. Chips, I've been round, I was too early, so I'll be going back there later on. Back to Mr. Chips, like yeah.
Now you're not getting a fine this time, are you, on the car?
Oh, do you know what pack today? The park and ride, to make sure I didn't.
Good,
Yeah.
good thinking.
Anyway, what's your names anyway?
Dee, this is Laura, Alan and Terry.
Oh, oh, right. Another Alan. Can't go wrong with two Alans. Right, yeah. Yeah. So do you watch the channel?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I said this video will be up 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. And I guarantee you'll all be on it as well. Right, yeah.
Now are you going to run up the 199 steps?
Oh, I did. I've been up there.
You
like
did
yeah.
already?
I'll tell you something, it was hard work and all with all this big jacket on. It's getting quite warm outside. Right,
You
yeah.
had a trench coat on you ready.
Yeah.
Yeah. Decided against the trench coat.
Yeah.
A bit too warm for that.
Yeah. I think we've been lovely, we've met you anyway. Right,
You
yeah.
too.
Yeah. Right, have a good day.
You too.
See you later.
Enjoy.
See ya. So them swords, are they actually real or just reproduction or?
They're depends on the weapon. Most of them, the black bladed ones, are synthetic, so they're
Yeah.
training weapons.
Yeah.
The rest of them are steels. So if I grab one of the sabers,
Yeah.
this is a hand weight saber.
Right.
So this is effectively what they call a gymnasium saber. You'll notice it is not tipped,
Yeah.
and I can do that quite easily.
Yeah.
My fingers are fine. So basically these are training weapons.
Oh, what a fascinating walk around the stalls again. As always, bumping into some fantastic people like the famous Mr. and Mrs. Draper. Always a pleasure to see them and meet some other friends as well. Well, it's dinner time. My stomach's rumbling. That can only mean one thing: Mr. Chips. And normally when I go to Mr. Chips, I get the takeout and I sit down and eat it outside, but you can actually get to sit in. A bit more expensive. I wonder, well, given that Mrs. Metalman's not here today and they are open, why not?
Is that everything?
Damn the expense. But they do a really nice special here, which is a small cotton chips, a slice of bread, cup of tea, £12.50 all in. And I'm all in for that, am I not? So a small cotton chips, pot of tea, slice of bread. Can it go wrong? Absolutely gorgeous. Not one scrap left. Eat in or take out. You never hear me complaining about Mr. Chips. Fantastic costumes and amazing headwear as well. So where are you from anyway?
Doncaster.
It's funny, there's a few people come from Doncaster.
Yeah.
I mean, like, is it a scene down there or is it just a
Steampunk group.
yeah. Anyway, it's been very nice to have met you.
Thank you.
To meet you.
Enjoy your day.
And you.
There's
And
plenty
you.
more down there.
Yeah, all good. See ya. So, Tate Hill Pier, an ancient pier, possibly the oldest in England, if not the world. And who am I to argue? Well, plenty of seats down here. A bit of sand, you want to get on the sand. If you just want to view the harbour. All of these things you can do down here. So, welcome to Whitby. Well, as you can see, it's starting to get a bit more crowded there now in Whitby. midday. There'll be a lot more people coming yet. So maybe it's a good time for me to make my way back to the bus stop and the park and ride. I'll tell you something, I'm warm in this.
Yeah.
So I don't know how on earth you're managing it in them black clothes.
Yeah.
Anyway, enjoying the day.
Thank you, Angie.
Fantastic, and it's like
glorious.
Yeah. Anyway, it's been very nice to see you anyway.
Yeah.
So the end of another fantastic day down at Whitby Steam Punk Festival as well. Unfortunately, I've got to go early today. That's why I came down early. But I've still had a fabulous time, met some fantastic people. I've said before, if you've never been, come down. You'll have an absolutely fantastic time. So there's the park and ride bus there. Unfortunately, even if our sprinters, which were very unlikely, I wouldn't catch it, but they run about every 15 to 20 minutes. Very smart, very smart indeed.
Thank you.
Well, given that I sat at the front, upstairs on the double decker coming, I thought I'd sit on the back of a single decker going back. I look forward to getting back in, seeing Mrs. Metalman and having a nice cool shower. I really appreciate you coming along with us today. The next time I'm down at Whitby will be for the Goth Festival, which will be Halloween. So if you see us, come over and say hello. And this time, no parking ticket. Hooray! If ever you've thought about coming down to Steampunk Festival or to the Goth Festival, don't think about it. Get on down here. Don't have to dress up if you don't want to, but if you do, join in the fun. It's absolutely brilliant. Such a friendly festival, both the Steampunk and the Goth Festival. So many nice people, so many people enjoying themselves, having a good time. Why don't you come along and do the same? So if you enjoyed the day, really would appreciate a big thumbs up. I want to see more days out like these, more festival reviews, gear reviews, castle reviews, hotel reviews. Click on that subscribe button because you'll see all them things. If you like hiking in the Lake District, climbing the Wainwrights, hiking in Northumberland, the Yorkshire Dales, North York Moors, click on that subscribe button because you'll also see all that and a lot more. Especially if you see my naked hiking video, a heck of a lot more. So don't forget to click on that subscribe button. Anyway, I'll tell you something, it won't be too long before I'm back out again. Cheers.